What's up, guys? Welcome to Man About Cake. I'm your host, Joshua John Russell, and this week we're doing more Mac Presents. I'm going to show you how to make a cake with boxed cake mix, but with my spin on it. Let's do it! I've got a white boxed cake mix here and everything the box told me that I need. But my trick is to add cream cheese, but we gotta cream it first. So I have 2 blocks of cream cheese here. All right, so we're just gonna get this nice and smooth and then we'll follow the directions that are on the back of the package. Have you guys ever had that like cheesecake, the Japanese cheesecake?
Yeah.
Like cloud cake or whatever?
Yeah.
Like you touch it and it jiggles like a belly?
Jigglypuff cake.
It's so good. This kind of tastes like that.
I can make my belly do that, actually.
Gross, James. Please don't do that.
No, look, it's just like this.
Ah, James, stop! he's not doing it.
Mine does that when I brush my teeth.
Does it really?
That's how I know I need to go on a diet.
Yeah. My 6-pack just gets harder when I do that.
Mine really does. Just kidding. All right, let's turn this guy up. That looks pretty good and creamy. Like I said, we're gonna try to keep this white. So when we add the oil in, I didn't use regular oil that's yellow. I'm using coconut oil. Sometimes if this gets a little bit too yellow, then it throws off your colors. If you're doing pink, it becomes coral, and so on and so forth. So now we're gonna switch to the whisk. Okay, so now we're gonna add all of our other ingredients here. Have a little bit of vanilla. We have the egg whites I'm using. Give it a scrape. Brendan, I made you some soup.
Looks delicious.
In Wisconsin, that might be a soup. Cream cheese and egg.
Ugh.
Come on in.
Cream cheese drop soup.
That's so gross. All right, we'll
I
add
want some fried okra while you're here.
add our oil. Fried okra is like Southern.
Oh,
This mixer is crazy. There we go.
it's a haunted mixer.
I think it is, because sometimes low is like really high. All right, and we'll add our water. All right, so now we'll add our cake mix in. I'm doing 2 cake mixes because these make 8-inch rounds. They make 2, so I want 4 8-inch rounds.
So is this a recipe even Brandon could do?
Totally. Brandon made the, what did you make?
I made your ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream sandwiches. And they were a hit, no?
They were amazing.
Come on. So we'll get that all hydrated, and then on the box, just let it whip for 2 minutes. But it is nice and white, which is good, which means when we color it, the colors will stay true. All right, let me give it a scrape, and then we'll pop it up. It's funny, it actually does smell like cheesecake now that all that sugar's in there.
Huh.
All right, so go 2 minutes, and I'll clean up my mess. Okay, now we're gonna divide it into 4 different bowls.
I have box mix for all my food.
Is that what you eat? Mm-hmm. I only eat the batter. I'm on a raw diet. That and cookie dough. Okay, so we got it all out of here pretty much. So now we're gonna dye 3 different colors. I'm gonna do pink, I'm gonna do like a teal color, and a purple.
Why'd you pick these colors?
Because I have this really fun sprinkle mix that's gonna go on the cake that I made up that kind of coincides, and you'll see because I have this, wait, just wait. You're jumping ahead, James. I've got a surprise.
JJR sprinkles!
So gross. She needs to eat some more fibers. Whoa. Okay, and for the last one, I'm gonna leave white, but I'm gonna put in these little sprinkles.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks, James. That was really sweet. They're little tiny stars. Aren't those fun?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna measure because measuring is stupid when it comes to sprinkles. Okay, let's stir them all up with the tiniest spoons ever.
Does it say to do that on the box?
Yes, it says yes. Everything has to be dainty. No, I just grabbed a bunch of tasting spoons from the kitchen. See, had this not been white, had we used the oil, it probably would not be as purple, but I'm gonna dye it a little bit purpler. Purpler?
That's a word.
How many sprinkles do you think are in that bowl right there?
Comment below.
Yeah, you guys, no, come on, really? I say 5,280.
Way wrong.
Look at that pink. What's happening here?
Oh yes, you get to try it again.
It needs to be pink. Whoa! It worked. Okay, that's pretty. I like that pink.
They're nice colors together.
They're all kind of like unicorny colors. I hate to say that, but that's like, they're trendy colors.
Sure, they're corny. Unicorny.
Look how cool this looks though. I need some more sprinkles.
82,000.
Did that throw you off? Boom. Now I gotta do the pans. Now we're gonna prepare our pans. I'm gonna do this with cooking spray. You could do it the old-fashioned way with like the butter or shortening and flour, but that just takes too long.
Didn't realize we were in a rush, but that's cool.
No, I mean, you're making a box cake mix. You obviously wanna cut some corners, right?
We're gonna mail it in.
Here's the kicker though. I learned this a long time ago. So when you're making buttercream, save the butter wrappers. You can wipe them down, put them in your fridge, and that can go in the bottom.
Mac hack.
Oh God. It keeps it from sticking. I actually did. I made wedding cakes in New York. One of our bakers there always just had a stack of butter wrappers in the fridge, and I kept going like, Walter, why do you keep these? And he's like, oh look. I'm like, that's genius.
Mac fact!
So I use gel color with this, but any type of food coloring will work. That is a beautiful teal color, my friends.
Dang. Tommy, get in there and lick one, will you?
Oh, sure. What if I'm not finished, Tommy? No, I'm just kidding. You can have it. I'm gonna go to the oven because now these have to bake. So I love store-bought icing because it reminds me of being a kid, but it's a little bit dense. So the trick here is to put it in a mixer and whip it. It actually will almost double in volume.
Yeah, but what if I don't have a mixer like that?
Reminds me of my grandma. Say again.
What if I don't have a mixer like that?
You can use a hand mixer as well. You could probably use a whisk, but you would like need some like elbow grease.
I got plenty of grease.
We just want to put some air into it because it's a little dense coming out of here. I'm gonna use 4 cans, and then we're also gonna add a pound of butter. What happens with that is it cuts the sweetness and makes it much easier to smooth. And then of course, Madagascar bourbon vanilla. All right, we're good. Now we're just gonna pop this baby up on high. I'm gonna taste it a little bit. Whoa, that's sweet. This is why I add butter. Hold on, my teeth hurt.
That's the face I make when I chew up Advil.
Why do you chew up Advil? Look, it's already getting fluffier and lighter. I'm gonna turn it down and add our vanilla so it doesn't splatter everywhere. And we'll go ahead and throw in our butter. Room temperature so that it smooths out nicely.
Just full gobs like that, huh?
No.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
Joshua, your beautiful abs.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a scrape.
I feel like while it's mixing like that, the mixer has a southern accent.
What does it say?
Oh boy, I'm real tired from mixing up all this butter.
I still got this one piece of butter. Dude, you gotta get in with the party, okay?
I don't want to.
We're on a show.
Come on in.
Everyone's watching.
We have old hound dogs just laying around.
What era are you in?
I'm gonna fan myself with this folded up piece of paper.
That's only in church.
Oh.
Look at the texture of that. It's so beautiful. It's like almost like real buttercream. We don't do that.
Well, not when you're watching.
All right. We'll let it go for maybe a minute or so, and then we'll put our cake together. So here are our cakes, and I think they're beautiful. Now I'm gonna trim the tops.
Why's that one got a little brown on it?
It got a little bit overcooked on the side. It's okay. It still tastes good.
I'll be the judge of
It's
that.
a really soft cake. We can't do Frisbees with this because it just will fall apart. Maybe we can. Do you wanna try it, James?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good catch.
All in one piece.
Look how pretty that is inside.
Ooh.
I mean, this came out bang. It definitely got brighter in the oven. All right, now I'm gonna clean up my crumbs, grab our frosting, and we'll fill this guy.
And eat the rest of those cake tops.
You could stack them in any color combination you want.
Smurf lives next to the red thing from the Bugs Bunny
Okay,
cartoon.
that's paint.
Oh, it looks red on my monitor,
Paint.
sorry.
Well, your monitor is off.
And then the slice of Barney goes on top of that.
Okay, now I'm gonna get this in the cooler to firm up completely, and then we'll trim the sides, we'll crumb coat, and then we'll final coat. I'm trimming the sides just a bit to make sure there's enough room between the board and the cake for buttercream.
Can I have those cake nachos?
Cake nachos.
We haven't tried that yet.
It works even better when they're multicolored like this. Don't throw those away. I'm gonna put a plate together.
Remember that time I made up cake nachos and James stole it while I had to keep working?
He's legit over there eating your cake.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm Brandon. I complain about everything. Joshua, can I interest you in a cake nacho?
Sure. It's weird.
Pretend like that's salsa.
Oh, this is weird, James. I don't think that's gonna be a thing. All right, crumb coat is done. I'm gonna put it in the cooler, let it get super cold, and then we'll do our final coat.
And we will have some more cake nachos. Here, do you want some? No, you can have some. Yum, 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 yum.
Can I have some of my cake nachos?
My name is Tiffany. I am a cake, and I take a little more time because I'm store-bought.
She's not store-bought, she's box mix.
I'm box mix. But do you know who my dad is? Pepperidge Farm.
All right, I'm gonna get this in the cooler to let it firm up, then I'll get all my decorations and we'll put on our makeup.
Yes, Tiffany loves
Make her,
makeup.
make her look pretty. Now comes the fun part, decorating. So this is the sprinkle mix that I made. That
Sprinkly.
It was the inspiration for the inside, James. You'll see when we cut it. So we're gonna put that around first. All right, once we get them out there, I'm gonna leave it. That looks beautiful. I like my workspace to have sprinkles. How about that? I'm gonna put it on this dark. There we go. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is some drizzly drippies. So what I did was I took the same frosting and I just put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds and it almost makes like a mirror glaze. So we're gonna do this just along the outside.
It's the drizzly spoonies, and you better watch out, because if you don't watch out, you'll get drizzly spooned.
What else think it's super cool that we use the same icing for drizzly drippies that we did for everything else?
I mean, it's still store-bought.
It's still easy. Okay, so now we're gonna pipe around here, same frosting, but I wanna stripe the bag so we get colors from the inside on the top too. So I have a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of purple, the same colors we used on the inside. And we're just gonna take a skewer, just kind of rub some in here before we put our frosting in. So we already have our tip in here ready to go. I'm just gonna take a little bit of pink here. Just gonna kind of wipe a little bit inside.
What's it look like in there?
A murder scene.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, it's a cake murder.
Hey, sometimes there's cake carnage, it happens.
Cake murder.
So then we'll do some purple on one side.
Hey Joshua, you want to hear some viewer comments and questions?
Let's please.
All right, Brittany Smith
What's up, Brittany?
said, I made the vegan chocolate cake and I was surprised with how good it turned out.
Wow. Well,
It was
thanks
so
for
moist and delicious. I highly recommend trying it out.
thank you for the vote of confidence. It is really good. Who else you got?
Busy Mama
Hey, busy moms.
said, watching the bloopers, how do you guys get anything done? Crying, laughing, smiley face.
That's a good question. Sometimes we don't.
All right, and Jennifer Petrie says, went to bed the other night with my 4-year-old. He said, Mommy, can we watch a cake video? The one with that guy that talks.
Did
He meant you.
Did he say video?
That's
Like
what
with
it's
the
written. So
B?
I'm choosing to believe that that's how it was.
That's so sweet.
Yep. That's how Brandon talked until
Right,
the second
right.
season.
I love butter queen.
That's yep.
Brandon didn't even know he was on a show for like 5 years.
Yeah, I didn't know that people watched this.
Now, more sprinkles.
Naturally.
We gotta fill the center.
JJ Sprinkles. We got sprinkles on sprinkles on sprinkles. The only DJ that plays all floors in the machine.
That would be, they would be like, God, turn this guy off. I found some fun things at the store. Cherries are awesome, so we're gonna finish this with some rock candy and some cherries.
It's feeling a little patriotic.
What country do you live in?
I want to visit there.
Right?
Sprinkles and rock candy everywhere?
Yeah. Is there a unicorn's Uzbekistan I don't know about?
Candyland's Independence Day.
So for the last touch, I made some drizzly drippy and purple, and we're gonna dip cherries and then put them on as well. What else can we put on it? I think that's it. Our hacked cake mix cake is complete, and I think she turned out super festive. Let's cut her. This tastes like I made it.
But wait, you did make it. Oh, I see. I see what you did there.
Go.
My name's Ralph the Mouse, and I eat what you leave.
No, he goes like, "What's up, guys? Welcome to my mouse." Do mice do that? What is this?
Welcome to Man About Mouse instead of Mouse About Cake.
Do you know the trips to the grocery store for me? I'm a crazy person. I pick stuff up and I'm like, why can't I put these two things together? Like, dude, that's a banana and a steak. What are you doing?
That Tabasco bourbon vanilla reminds me of my grandma. No, I mean just the bourbon, actually. Hi, I'm Jamie Lee Curtis,
Please use that.
and when I want to use dye for my cake batter, I use Activia dye.
Instead of cream cheese, we use Activia.